I have some very depressing news today. My fiancé is flying home for a week.
I'm heading out. Peace up.
A-town. I tell her when she has her glasses on, she looks like my sexy little librarian.
Crazy. I gotta go. I love you so much.
I love you so much.
Bye.
Wow, we have an alone day today. Good morning, home slices. My dogs are staring at me like, you psychopath, why are you talking to yourself? I'm not, I'm talking to you. Mackenzie, we dropped her off yesterday. And then I took that rest of the day. I just had like a mega chill day yesterday. Did absolutely nothing besides had my popcorn like I do every Sunday. Chilled, watched TV, and just allowed myself to recharge and reset. I allow myself just like one degenerate day a week where I just do whatever I feel like, no rules, and that's my Sunday. And now, since Mackenzie's gone, I have this whole week ahead of me. This will actually be kind of nice. Sometimes you need just like a little bit of alone time in life to just think and do what you want to do in life, you know? Does that make sense? You need a moment to reflect. You know, if you're sailing a boat, you might be off course. And you need a moment to think, let's fix the rudder. You know what I'm saying? So I'm dead ass. I don't know what I'm going to do today, but I'm going to figure it out. What goals do I have right now? I want to get back to posting on this channel consistently because I had guests for 10 days. And so I missed all 10 days of that. And then I was like 4 days behind on these videos or whatever. So then because I was 4 days behind, I spent the previous 2 days working on a video for another channel. So I'm like 6 days behind on these videos. So you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to work on the videos for this channel. I'm also still a little sicky. Okay, so you know what today ended up being? It was an organization day. Not the most productive, but I needed to get my mind clear now that like, I think this is just the way I operate and I feel like it's not very efficient. I just needed to get clear on everything. Clear on where I stood, what my priorities were, and like do the internal job of things, because now that I'm done like being a little bitch with the mindset that I told you guys about, it's time to lock in. And by locking in, what that really requires is just discipline and pursuing my daily goals, everything that I want to do in a day to be consistent in life. And to do that effectively, I needed to be organized. So, I needed a little bit of quiet time to really get that down. Example, house was a fucking mess today. Disgusting. That's an exaggeration. It wasn't that bad. But there was just stuff everywhere. And I wanted to have a clean house so I could have a clean mind. Same, but different. So I got that knocked out. And then I organized how I want to do my daily routines to be able to work on the projects I want to work on. And now I didn't get the amount of like actual productive tasks done, but it was just a high level day. And that's out of the way. So let's get ourselves some food. I ordered myself some Domino's, greatest pizza on the planet, along with some bread bites on that. Dip them in the sauce. Beautiful. Delicious. And now we're gonna pick that up. I'm gonna get myself some like food for tomorrow because I keep spending money on like going out and like eating food out, and it's just not healthy for you. So I'm gonna buy myself some chicken, and it's one of my few recipes, and I just make myself chicken every day. That's about it. I don't really go that in depth with it. Mackenzie makes the fancy meals. She makes them taste good. she gets like 40 different ingredients and puts them all in a pot and does her magic. I just get some fucking chicken. I put it in a pot, in a pan or whatever. Throw it in the oven. Wait 30 minutes. Put a little seasoning. I'm good. That's it. Maybe make some rice on the side and my life is figured out. But it's cheap. It's effective. It's healthy. More than anything, it's healthy. And because I'm still a little bit sicky, I really need to prioritize the health part of what I just said. Even though I did mess up and buy a vape, I had to do it just one time for the one time. But I've been good. As soon as that's done, I'm not going to buy another one. I'll be chill. And then we're going to be back on trying to live my best life. Trying to do, I just want to do things that matter. And it takes a lot of effort sometimes. But if you never give up, you'll eventually get somewhere. Hopefully where you wanted to go. But you know what? We're not done with the day. Once we get home, we are going to sit down and eat, but I'm still going to edit a video for this channel because honestly, these edits are so easy. And I just want to get some momentum going in that direction. I heard Jeff Bezos say one time, it's like the only time you feel stressed is when you're not doing things that you should be doing. And that's exactly how I feel right now. I just feel guilt because I didn't finish enough productive tasks today. And all I did was chill yesterday. So I just it's like in my heart that I just feel guilty because I feel like I'm not living up to my potential, and I fucking hate that. It makes me feel worse. Like I can hardly even get myself to sleep than feeling like I left potential wasted. Yeah, I just get this like existential guilt feeling when I don't feel like I've done enough in a day. It genuinely like eats me alive. Why do people drive like 3 miles an hour in a parking lot? You can see there's no cars around you. There's no humans. Get driving. Alright, Fettuccine is in charge of taking care of you guys while I'm in there. Last time I left her unattended, there was a lick mark on my screen. So let's see what she does. Alright, pick up for Chris. Alright, I'm going to tell you guys something that I've held back. I told you how I was feeling like I just keep being having a weak mindset, etc., feel disenchanted. You know what I've wanted to do for a very long time, for years. And it's something that I am never going to give up on. Until it is accomplished, then maybe I might do something else with my life. I want to build a channel to 10 million subscribers. There, I said it. I have not said it on this channel. Because I keep thinking to myself, oh, I failed at it so many times. Why would I say it again? Because at a certain point, I'm like, what if I look stupid? But you know what? Fuck that mindset. I should be willing. I feel so good now that I said it. I should be willing to face the embarrassment to chase after a massive goal that I've always wanted. And it's like, don't get me wrong. I am fully expecting this channel to never hit that mark. Because this is a very different channel. I finally figured out what this channel means to me inside my brain. This channel's like my internal world. Like everything that goes on inside of my brain. And it's kind of like therapy. It's kind of like videoing a diary and then broadcasting it for some reason. I don't know why. That's just what I like to do. I feel the need to do it. I feel inspired by doing it. Don't know why. Exposing myself is a thing that I just seem to love to do. But I'd rather live like that, because then I live without fear. I live good. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anything to hide, so I'm willing to say anything. Whatever. This channel is my inner world. Let's be honest. Are 10 million people interested in my inner world? Absolutely not. No. At least 2. 3. Me? If we don't include me, then it's 2, because then it's Mackenzie and my mom. However, I haven't sent this channel to either of them, and I probably never will. I'm sure Mackenzie's gonna find it, and she's welcome to watch it or whatever. But this is just my inner world, and so I'm just posting just because I feel like doing it. Yeah. Then the other channels are I say they're in my brain. They're my external world channels. That's like when I'm taking Mackenzie out on a date. When I was doing plunger trick shots, that was me going out and like doing things. If I want to pull like a prank on a friend, like when I put 1,000 rubber ducks in my friend's room, that was hilarious. That's like an external social world thing. All that stuff is like, that's way more view binge worthy than this stuff. So like those channels, I will push to get them to over 10 million. And I just got to keep on going. Yeah, that's all. But I feel so much better now that I said it. Now that I told the camera, now that I told you. I fucking said it. I'm holding my feet to the fire, and I'm not going to give up until I get there. Don't know. Could take 10 years. Who knows? But I'm just not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I've tried multiple times, which is why I've made multiple channels. And each one has taught me lessons along the way. But I'm not done! And that just makes me think of why it is so important to meditate, and I have not been meditating. For those of you that don't know, meditation, some people see it as a spiritual practice. Cool for them. I don't see it that way. I see it as a brain training, but I guess brain training tool, but a mind training tool. And really, when you are doing the type of meditation that I want to do, which is you focusing on your breath, it's not about thinking less, it's about learning how to control your attention and your awareness. And inside of that, what I've learned so far from my very inconsistent practice is that you have the ability to control your intentions and how strong you fixate on intentions. And this is something that's so cool because you're sitting there like eyes closed doing your intentions, like doing your meditation, and you're playing with your intention and how you're using your brain. And it was cool to see that I could, like, by focusing my intention differently, your mind would then... It's something that's hard to describe because there's no real good words to put on it, because they're just like invisible mind concepts, but you can literally like change the way that you like move through life because you have a greater ability to hold stronger intentions if you choose to. See, that doesn't make much sense to say, especially if you've never meditated, and a lot of people, the idea of meditation is just so boring. But I just watched this video of Adam Savage, the Mythbusters guy, and he was doing like an interview, and he was like, what is the top 5 life advice that I like would give people? And the 5th one, he said meditate every day. There's a reason, Ranger, come on. There's a reason people say you should meditate every day. And it seems so lame and so boring, but everybody says it because it's just so good. Meditation to the mind is like exercising to the body. Should you exercise every day? Yeah. You exercise your body every day, you might as well exercise your mind too. And if you're not exercising your body, like I didn't today, you're the only one that suffers the consequences. Today I'm suffering consequences of being lazy and not going and exercising my body. And, well, I just feel like smiling. Chris, that was super. Can I say that? I was like, oh, that's super gay. My brother's gay, so I feel like I have the pass to say it. Yo, what's up? That was the dumbest thing. That's the first words that came out of my mouth in the morning. That's hilarious. I'm up. I just opened my eyes, and you know what? I said, today I'm going to make a change. And the very first thing I'm going to do is hit record, and I'm going to make sure that I'm as productive as I want to be today. I watched this video one time where this guy was saying, he was talking about, like, I don't know, he's like a coach for billionaires or whatever, you know, like a personal coach. And he was saying, he's like, you know what they do? He's like, they try to, like, he's like, a lot of people think the first thing they do is like visualize or whatnot. He's like, the very first thing very successful people do is start to work on the very, like, first most biggest project of the day, like, immediately. And then they might like visualize later in the day. Something like it. I don't know. I could find the video at some point and refresh myself, but that was the gist of it. It was great. Anyway, I was like, you know what I want to do? Very first thing, I want to hit record. I said, yo, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hello. Fetty Wap fell off. Guys, I messed up. The first thing I did was wake up and make my bed and brush my teeth. I you guys something really cool right now. Check out our duck collection. We have a duck here. We have a few ducks there. Yeah. No, it's pretty cool. Okay, you know what my problem is that I feel like what I want to do right now is I want to keep... I'm also tired of talking about this every day, but what I want to do is do a better job of recording videos every single day because it just feels good. So, I'm backlogged on like 10 videos because I guessed for 10 days. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put them all into one little big massive compilation here, put them all together and just pump out one whole video, and then I can be caught up back up to, like, I record a video today, I edit it tomorrow, and post the next day. It's like a 3-day process. And I feel like I need to do that just to keep my inspiration alive, because you know what my fault has been every other time that I've done this? I get too many days behind when life happens, and then I shut down for some reason because I'm like, oh, I have to edit a video from 2 weeks ago. And then I look at that video from 2 weeks ago and I don't like it because, you know, life has gone on for 2 weeks. I'm like, that just looks boring or whatever, you know, and it shuts me down. I'm not going to do that anymore. I've learned that lesson too many times, and it's time to make a change. I feel like that's what we do in all of life. Sometimes you have to learn a lesson too many times and be annoyed that you keep doing the same thing over and over before you change it. For example, hey, maybe you have a toxic ex, you know? Maybe you have a toxic, shitty relationship. You guys keep breaking up. I'm not speaking from personal experience here. You guys keep breaking up and getting back together and it never works out, but you still keep doing it for some reason. Sometimes you just gotta call it quits for good. So that's what we're doing, making a change. I just realized there is a nose mark on my lens. Feta, I know you did that. I know you licked the screen. Look at her. I know you licked the screen. Yeah, I just showered. You know what happens? When I get too many days behind on the video edits, I gotta put my socks on down here. When I get too far behind on the video edits, I don't give as much effort the next days in recording videos because I'm like, oh, I already have so much to record. Like, why would I make it harder for myself to catch up, you know? So, for the past 2 days, I've had the house all to myself, and I haven't really recorded anything. I haven't recorded anything because I'm like, I already have so much to catch up on. But I don't like that mindset because I love recording. So let's just get caught back up. And maybe that's the new rule I'm going to make for myself. Just always be caught up and then work on the new stuff. God, you know what I'm saying? Also, you know, I was telling you last couple of videos or something that I feel like I think what I've always wanted from a channel that I have yet to accomplish so far in life is this idea of like I of like being seen versus being heard, and I feel like I've been seen because I've gotten 2 billion video views on shorts of me doing stuff, but I haven't accomplished the being heard part, and like that's what matters to me right now. And so because I haven't accomplished that, I'm realizing today I had the thought that this channel is probably my biggest blessing. There's absolutely no views on it. And it's teaching me that I can be heard if I do the things that like, I have to believe in myself that I can be heard without doing something ridiculous like throwing a plunger on a sign, which I'm still going to make that type of video and like other highly entertaining spectacle view-based videos on the other channels. But this one, I can just be myself. And if I just believe, it doesn't matter if people like see it, because just the fact that I'm putting it out there is making me feel heard. You know what I'm saying? I know these videos have absolutely 0 views. I just checked the channel. No views on any of the videos yet. But you know what I also realized? YouTube has been messing up my uploads. I normally upload a video and don't rewatch it myself, so I don't build any doubts about it and I can just move on to the next thing and keep on posting. I watched the upload on YouTube itself just to make sure everything was working properly, and YouTube like lowered the exposure and the brightness of the video by like 50%. So these videos just look dark as heck. I don't know why. So that's something I gotta fix, and I gotta figure that out. Fun fact. Anyway, I'm gonna hop back in this video. I'll check it after. I have some good news. Your boy wrapped up the first video. It's super late. It's almost 5 p.m. But I had to download all the footage, get it organized, etc., or whatever. Just like small little things that make it slow in getting the things done that I want to get done. So anyway, now it's cooking time, and welcome to Christopher's Cooking Channel. This is not really my cooking channel. I'm gonna try a new type of super thin chicken. What is this? Are you serious? I feel like this should not be happening the way it is. How do I recover from that? All right, let's try this. What the heck is this? It said it was extra thin sliced chicken, which is true. I mean, this looks extra thinly sliced, but I was not expecting to pull out just like a slab like that. I hope it's good. I just have like a flat bed of chicken now. Shoot, okay. I'll fix that up in a second. You know what I'm feeling today? Feeling a bit tense. I'm feeling like I'm glad I got that first thing done, but I don't feel like I've done enough yet. I saw this post by Alex Hormozy yesterday, and he said, the goal of every day is to leave it empty. Full effort, full whatever, full everything, so that you have nothing left in the tank. And I said, hell yeah. And right now, it's 5 p.m., and I still feel like I got something in the tank. You know what I'm saying? I got something in the tank, and I don't know how I'm gonna let it loose yet, but I need to. Because last night, I did not go to sleep feeling satisfied, like I left everything out on the floor and did everything I needed to do. Today's different. Today we're gonna make that change. And I think in order for me to finish that, I'm just gonna have to do just a little bit more of like another work task to feel like I got that fully done, and then I should be able to sleep at peace. Hell yeah. That was the most botched job of rapping ever. I hope you didn't see that. Just had an idea. Since what I need to do is feel like I left everything in the tank, I have a habit app that I haven't been following at all. So I'm going to share that with you, pop it up on the screen over here, and knock some of those out today. And you know what? It doesn't matter that I'm not going to do them to like the fullest extent that they should have been done technically. What matters is that like I'm getting started and just getting in the process of it. I read this book, Atomic Habits, and it talked about how like sometimes all you need is to just get started on habits, and then you'll do them better over time. For example, my friend Andrew, when he felt he was overweight, what he would do was go to the gym just for 5 minutes. He'd just walk in the gym, hop on the treadmill for 5 minutes, call it good. And he did that. He started doing that like 2 years ago. Now, 2 years later, he signed up to run a 100-mile marathon. Kid's insane. I want to be honest with you guys. I might have just been hungry. I feel so much better now that I have food in my system. Good morning. What a day to be alive, huh? This random day today. You're alive. That's what counts. I'm feeling good today. I don't know. Let's get the day started. Let's do something. I say that like I'm not gonna sit at home all day doing stuff, but at least we're gonna have fun being at home because we're at home together. I'm home and you're with me, so it's like you know what I'm saying? And I have something to say. Mackenzie needs me to run a couple of errands for her, so I'm gonna go knock those out right now. And I figured I would just take this time to tell you a thought that I've been having, since that seems to be what we do on here. I got into this big habit of making these videos of like, okay, I'm gonna be so productive today, etc. And I feel like I started making the theme of these videos like productivity for some reason. Because you know what? It's because it gave me something to talk about. But I'm like tired of that. Because I'm gonna be honest, while I have no problem with productivity, and I believe discipline is important, some days I just want to do the things that make me feel like inspired to chase, you know? Like still get your essential daily, to-dos and work done, like what needs to be done. But I want to do the things that make me inspired. And I feel like I was making the videos to say, hey, this is what we need to do today. Let's do what we need to do. I don't want to do that. I want to make the videos that are like, you know what? I was inspired to do this today. So let's do that. Does that make sense? Now, some days, I might feel inspired to do the productive things. That's cool. But there's just been something missing for me. And I think I finally pieced it together now that we're having this chat. Yeah, and now that I'm saying it, I feel like that's what I've been missing in my life in general, is just inspiration. About 2 days ago, I was like, I need to do more things, but I feel like I was just filling up the day with busy work. I just realized I put the camera right in front of the side view mirror. That's not good. I'm gonna have to move that. But I've been filling up my day with busy work to try to feel productive, and that's not the answer. The answer isn't to try to feel productive. The answer is to do the inspiring things, because I'm gonna do those productive things anyway. So where's my inspiration at? And that's what I want to focus on fixing next in my life. So I shared with you my daily habits, that I want to do good at following consistently. So I would set an alarm on my phone for 1 p.m. every day to go off and remind me, hey, this is consistency daily habit time. And I'm going to stick to that, following those daily consistent habits. And then I want to add in there, do something, or think about like what would make me feel the most inspired today. Start asking myself that question so I can start doing more of that consistently. And I've noticed the times that I've had like the most success in my life, like I'm having the highest upward trajectory in life, are the days that I'm doing things that I've been inspired to do. Not just doing the things that I need to get done because I know they'll get me further, which honestly, they don't really even seem to work out that well. It's always the inspired things, the inspired ideas that really push me in life. Wow. See? This, Feta, get your head in here. This is why I love this channel. Because it also, I think that's part of what this channel does for me. It makes me sit quiet sometimes. And in my attempt to communicate clearly with you, I force myself to put the thoughts properly in their space. Two more things that I want to remember. I need to start like working out more. I stopped when everybody came, and I feel like I felt tense the past couple of days because it's been like 10 days since I exercised. I need to get out of the house more. To like go and do those fun explorative things that I was telling you about earlier. So anyway, I'm going to finish cranking out this video now. Alright, so the good news is that I finished that video and it's scheduled to go live, which means we're all caught up. Hell yeah. That's what I wanted to do this week while Mackenzie was gone, so that's a big dub. Big dub for the boy. So we got that out of the way. Cool. Also now about being caught up is now I don't have any other videos coming up, so I don't know, I guess I could I'll figure that out. Whatever. But now it's time for the bad news. Mackenzie has been cooking dinner semi-consistently, but she always leaves leftovers. So when she cooks, I have dinner for the next 2 or 3 days. However, she's gone. And so now I have to fend for myself. And I didn't plan for this. So we're going to go get some nuggets. Nothing sounds better than McDonald's nuggets right now. Hell yeah. Let's go get some nugs. So tomorrow, I'm feeling way better filming videos, by the way. Anyway, tomorrow I want to start new. And really be on top of like my new mindset of doing the things that make me feel inspired. And recording videos because I'm inspired to do so. That sounds so awesome. And really just going at it in life in a positive, good direction. That's what we're going to do from here on out. We're making the decision right now, and tomorrow we get a brand new day to start fresh. I can't wait. You know, in life sometimes the next day, every new day is just like a new, people say new year, new me. Every day can be a new you. And tomorrow's a new me. Every day is a new you, but tomorrow specifically, from the morning and forward, always, we remind ourselves to approach our life with new vigor and new resolve. Man, I could write speeches. Inspire the masses. Just incredible at this. Yeah, I really want to be able to retire Mackenzie and have kids at some point. So, this alone week so far has been really good to like give me a lot of space to think, you know? Now, those are things I wanted to do anyway, but there's something about just sitting in the silence sometimes that really like solidifies those thoughts in my brain, you know? Silence is underrated. Sit in silence sometimes. It's good for you. It's good morning from all of us. Hey, buenos dias. Let's get this day started, huh? And let's do something that excites us, that makes us feel good about being alive. This is how Ranger begs to be pet. He won't let me go. We're starting the day off with just the first dub of the day, all right? It's garbage day. And you see this vape? Come on. Get in there. I can't be stopped. You won't catch me vaping. Not now or anytime soon until at least my friends come for the next time, all right? It's only for when I have guests. I'm not like addicted to the nicotine or anything. Oh, okay, no, here's how I'll put it. I prefer, when I vape for the flavor because I think it just tastes good. So it's like constantly having a good taste all day, and it's like having like flavored water all day, flavored air all day. And the nicotine, I don't care for it. However, the fact that I'm doing it for the flavor then makes me crave the nicotine later, and I don't like that, and it's obviously not healthy for me. So we're gonna call it good there, and I'm gonna re-quit. And sometimes I have the craving for the nicotine again, but I don't even do it for the nicotine, you know? It just, God, it's just such a stupid thing. And whatever, I had a good week with it while my friends were here, and now it's time to re-quit. And like, I drove to the gas station yesterday to like buy another one. I told myself, no, I'm not gonna do this. I'm like, I will not vape again. And maybe I won't vape the next time I see my friends. Maybe I need to start doing that now too. But like, you know, like, just no more. Call it good. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we're also on a run. That's 2 dubs in one day. I've been awake for less than half an hour, and we're already knocking out 2 big wins. I can already tell how windy it is out here. Sorry that the wind exists and it's stopping you from this high quality, high tier running footage. We are so back, and I just have to tell you, I feel so excited today. I feel like the world is my oyster today, and I feel happy, I feel grateful. And I thought about this last night before going to bed. I have not been grateful enough for all the things that are absolutely amazing. Feta, eat your food. She has FOMO. No, go eat your food. Go eat. She's gonna come up with me. Go eat. This is what happens. Ranger eats her. She gets FOMO, a little attachment anxiety, and then she comes with me. And then Ranger eats his food and her food. And then she's a lean, skinny noodle. Anyway, I've not been grateful enough for all the amazing things in my life. I want to start making sure that I spend some time just being grateful every day. Because I've been down a little bit too much. And the boys want to be up. I know, a little bitch. We're up. So let's conquer the day. You know what I'm gonna do today? Neither do I. I don't know. And that's the point. We're gonna figure it out. I just know that looks so aesthetic. Just a quick update. Already got that first vape craving. Am I gonna have it? No. Because I threw it away. On purpose, so I wouldn't have it. Am I gonna go drive to the gas station to get another one? No. Why would I do that? It is so far out of my way. I just made it inconvenient. Quitter gang. I heard somebody say, quitting smoking is the easiest thing I've ever done. I've done it 1,000 times. So I just realized I have not had breakfast yet, but you know what? It's lunchtime now, so we're gonna have some lunch instead. Isn't this thing's kind of cool, huh? Because I forgot to have breakfast, I don't know how else to describe this, but my face feels squinty. It feels like, but it's because I didn't have breakfast and all I had was two Alanis. I feel like doing this. This is what my face wants to do. I don't know why. That's it. Can't explain it. But I just feel like I need to walk around like this. Don't know. You want to know how I know I'm a good dog dad? It's because I gave them breakfast and not myself. That is self-sacrifice. I'm here to fend for my tribe. Take care of the people that I care about, you know? All right, so here's what we got cooking up in the kitchen. We're gonna start off with some eggs for brekkie, some Shella Good Goodles, and last but not least, popcorn. Behind the back. Behind the back. Behind the back. First try. This is the craziest breakfast I've ever had. I'm feeling nuts. I'm gonna just go ahead and pop just 2 bags. Why? Why? Because after we ball, we're just having a day, huh? We're doing whatever feels inspired. Okay. Under the leg. Feda's now trying to play. See that? That was just casual, easy. There's no leg. All right, it's about 6 p.m. now. Felt like taking the dogs on a walk, so guess what I'm doing? I'm taking the dogs on a walk. Also had a great day. I've been doing the habits. Maybe I'll pop them up on the screen here. So I have them listed down as weekly habits, so the bar moves from like left to right very slowly throughout the week, you know? But just being consistent throughout the week. Now we're taking the dogs on a walk. It's been my mood overall has just been so much better today, just because I'm doing something that because I'm approaching the day in a way that I feel inspired, you know? Also though, I have craved the vape way more times today than I thought. And it's not even necessarily the feeling. Because if I'm being honest, I don't even like how nicotine makes me feel. Then I just feel like it makes me feel like a little bit of anxiousness and nervousness when I have it. But it's the habit of sitting down at my desk and not having something to reach and taste and hey, no, sit. Had to go into parenting mode. You know what I've been trying to be really mindful of today, maybe past couple of days, is really focusing on positive self-talk. I feel like I don't negatively self-talk, but I have, for the past 8 years of my life, since I graduated high school, I read this book, Think and Grow Rich, and it really put it in my perspective how important it is to constantly be aware of your mental state and control your mind, and how you can program your mind to be the person that you want to be. And probably in the past year, I've let go of the habit of consistently watching my mental state. And I can feel, there's been other times that I've let go of that habit, maybe for a month or two, and I feel the effects of it. But probably for the past year, I have not been doing good at it. And it's definitely affected my state of mind. And I've also stopped meditating. And when I meditate and watch my state of mind and focus on positive self-talk throughout the day, I feel generally just invincible no matter what. And 3 weeks ago, I didn't feel invincible. And I hated not feeling invincible. And so I'm trying to do a very good job today and remaking it my habit to focus on being aware of my mental state. Because if I want to accomplish my goals in life and live my best life, however I choose to live it, I gotta be locked in into positive self-talk throughout the day. Also, in general, it just feels better throughout the day. And I think it made me actually notice it more now, not having the vapor on me today, because I can feel when I did vape for that 1 week, I could tell I was like crankier in general throughout the day. And so then a day like today where I've had like no nicotine at all, you watch me throw it away, I can feel myself have occasional like bouts of like intense crankiness, and then immediately I'm on it like absolutely not. And then that made me realize, wow, I've been lapsing on this throughout many places in my life. And I noticed that off the rip at like, 10 a.m. after like the first bout of crankiness. I'm like, dang, I gotta stay on top of it. I feel like anybody that wants to accomplish their biggest goals in life has to be on top of it. Like, I don't know, a top athlete is always in control of their mind, And that like on top of physical skill, what truly differentiates like the greatest players of all time is who has the most mental control. And then if it doesn't come to a sport and it's just like regular life stuff, like if you want to be the best in your regular life, you still need to have exceptional self-control. Self-control with food, self-control in relationships. Maybe you have a triggering situation, emotional, mental control, positive self-talk. All sorts of places it's applicable knowledge. I just want to make sure I'm really locked in on that. And I gotta change lanes, and this guy's just right in my spot. You know what I thought about doing too? I've noticed, I was thinking about how like, just in general today, my brain has to like literally like chemically reset after having nicotine and a vape for like a week and a half. I was like, you guys know I love my energy drinks, but I have gone overboard with it, and I'm aware of that. I mean, there's days where I'm like 4 energy drinks in and I'm feeling just fine. Like, that's not normal. It should be like, that's just too much. And so I'm kind of questioning myself. Should I challenge myself to like go like a week without it? But I love my energy drinks. But I think it'd be good for me long term. I'm gonna let it sit. I'm not gonna commit to anything yet, but it's gonna be sitting in the back of my mind. Hey, guess who's having a great day? I am. Who do you think you are? I am. You know why? Because we're alive, baby. It's a great day to be alive. Is there anything to complain about when you're alive? Yes. Technically, yes. However, the fact that you're living is awesome. So you know what? Let's just take a second to say thanks. Thanks to life, baby, for keeping us alive. If you're sad right now, you're down, maybe you're bored something, you're feeling something negative or positive because you're watching me. I'm just saying. Let's just take a second to say thank you, for real. I just said it in my head mentally. I really felt it. If you didn't feel it, try again. You know what I just realized? It's Friday. I just put chapstick on. That means that tomorrow Mackenzie comes back, and today is my last day alone this week. I love being with Mackenzie. But sometimes I think the human brain just like, or at least like me as an individual, like I just need a little bit of like alone quiet time to really like put a lot of things in a perspective for myself because there's just so much space to think. I feel like I need to start making more of a habit of this somehow. I don't know how. But yeah, that's something I just want to be consciously aware of as I keep on moving forward in life. Apparently, Mackenzie lands at like 1 a.m. So today's the last day. We're gonna start today mega chill. I'm talking energy drink as always. I wonder how many I've drank in this video. I didn't show you yesterday. I drank 3, which is down from my usual 4. So maybe today I'll just drink 2, go to 1, and keep myself at 1. I don't want to do 0 because I genuinely just like the taste. I forgot to tell you it's the weekend now. Monday through Friday, it's like wake up, get in the office, you know? And I do that myself. Saturday, I still want to be productive today. And I do actually genuinely want to do some work. But I allow myself to enjoy the mornings a little bit more. You know, I had a pretty good alone week. And I think that's because I used it as a time to really think to myself, and I had so much space to like have thoughts and and really flush out, I guess, a bunch of like ideas and concepts and conflicts that have been in my mind. And so I think the main benefit that I've had of this whole week has been just that. Maybe it wasn't too exhilarating, but I think I'm realizing that like, first of all, anybody that's like scared of being alone, I've learned to love it because you just get those moments of stillness that allow your brain to reach maybe conclusions or solutions that you weren't able to reach before. And as long as you can have like those alone moments without anxiety and without fears, and once you get past that initial portion, you can really actually just soak in the benefits that come with alone time. And I think I just got to be grateful that I had this alone week in my life because I think I needed it and I didn't realize that I needed it. And so I took the rest of this Saturday to just chill out and try to go like no stimulation. And I came up with a lot of interesting thoughts and stuff that I'm just going to be sharing with you throughout the next few videos and stuff because there's a lot of exciting things that make me feel alive that I want to do. And instead of cramming them all into the rest of this video, I'm going to start implementing them and sharing them with you as we go along and as it's time to share those things. So yeah, that's where we sit. And so if you made it this far, thanks for watching. You know, I can't wait to get better at continuing to record these videos and perfect this style that I'm kind of going for. And I don't know. Thanks for your patience if you were here the whole time.